so close to me. He leads me forward through paths unknown. And when my strength is gone, He heals my weary soul and shows me who I could be. He stays with me, and I know I can do all things when I'm sinking in the waves. If I reach out for His grace, He will rescue me. I can do all things with the Savior by my side. I can climb to greater heights, find the strength I need. I can do all things with Christ. I can do all things with Christ. I will cross that desert, though it's far and wide. When I feel the hunger and I hear the lies, I will pray to heaven and the winds will cease. With my Savior as my guide, I know that I can do all things when I'm sinking in the waves. If I reach out for His grace, He will rescue me. I can do all things with the Savior by my side. I can climb to greater heights, find the strength I need. I can do all things with Christ. I can do all things with Christ. If I'm locked inside a prison cell, He breaks my chains. When I'm laid into the grave, He rolls the stone away. I face my fears and follow Him with all my faith. Gives me strength so I can do all things when I'm sinking in the waves. If I reach out for His grace, He will rescue me. I can do all things. Shit, damn it. Son of a bitch. Hello, 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 everybody. Can you hear me? I think this error is going around here. Anyway, might fix it later on. Something is not right. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, 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 wow. Whew. Headache. Yeah, it is the error in here. So anyway, it's okay. I'll fix it. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I think we better continue on for now for program. Like I mentioned in the first part of our program. So let me start again with the characteristics of quality youth development programs from last week, as I mentioned before. And now, I think I better turn this off for broadcast for that. Okay. Characteristics of quality youth development program that we share of last week of our program in our usual Fridays of each week of the month. So we were sharing and talking about physical and psychological safety, and also our structure that is the development developmentally appropriate, and also supporting relationships with adults, an opportunity to belong, also positive social norms, support for efficacy and mentoring, opportunities for skill building and mastering. And the last one we were talking about is integrations of families, schools, communities efforts. those are the parts that we've been talking about of last week. And today, I'm bringing another program to share with you. It's about the youth and peace. Youth and peace. The the problem with the youth today, as we can see, a lot of youth they're facing a lot of problems these days now, is that they are very dissatisfied, very dissatisfied, and the reason is that is their consciousness is so disconnected. A disconnected person is a person who will take one path, and that path is a path of destructions, is a path or a bath or a bath of hurts. This satisfaction state will slowly destroy you, right? Initially, it might give you tremendous amount of energy because you are so angry. Give you tremendous amount of energy because what happened? Why all this tremendous amount of energy? Why? Why? Because you are angry. You are so frustrated with everything that going on, everything that's going on in your mind. Okay, but slowly it will completely consume and destroy you. Will completely consume you and destroy yourself. Now, if you are not able to handle this anymore, then you are going to get into addictions. As you move into addiction, that itself is a cycle, vigorous cycle from which you will not be able to find any more meaning or purpose in life because of addictions. Will find any more meaning of purpose in life because of these addictions. Will completely consume you physically and emotionally, and from that state, you are not going to achieve anything. So, if you are going to really bring a difference to the world, all you have to become connected people, which means your consciousness must awaken to peace in your consciousness, must awaken to love it, must awaken to a greater purpose in life. The reason it says, the reason it has to awaken to a greater purpose in life is be the leaders in politics. You are going to be the leaders in business. You are going to be the leaders in spirituality. Spirituality in social work, in every aspect of life. You are the next generation leader. In every aspect of life, you are the next generation leaders. And that's for sure of that. That is a youth and peace. Mm. Welcome back, everyone. My apologies for the first of our program. There was some error was happening when I started to speak about the our program of the youth development strategies. But there was some error that was happening. That's why it was so delayed for program today. So my apologies for that. For those who are here with me, watching me, and want to share with me today, I'm so happy to welcome you all to carry on or continue on our program. Apologies for the first part, that unfinished one, but I try my best to continue on for our today's program. Like I mentioned before about the first part that we were sharing last week about the char- characteristics of quality youth development programs, and we were sharing the features of positive developmental settings like the physical and psychological safety. And that's the part one. The part two, structure that is developmentally appropriate. That's the second one. And supportive relationship with adults. That was the number three. And also number four, opportunity to belong. And the fifth one was the positive social norms. The sixth one, support for efficacy and mentoring. And the number seven one, opportunity for skill buildings and masterings. And the number eight that we share was integrations of family schools community effort. Those are all the eight features of positive development that we already shared of last week. And today I um, I have the program which is called we talk about the youth and peace. Youth and peace, that's what I want to share with you. Like the problem with the youth that facing today. The problem with the youth today is they are very dis- dissatisfied. And the reason is that their consciousness is so disconnected. A disconnected person is a person who will take one path, and that path is a path of destructions, is a path of hurting or hurt. Though this dissatisfactions state will slowly destroy you. Initially, it might give you tremendous amount of energy because you are so angry.
You are so frustrated with everything that's going on, but slowly it will completely consume you and destroy yourself. Now, if you are not able to handle this anymore, then you are going to get into addictions. As you move into addiction, that itself is a cycle of vicious cycle from which you will not be able to find any more meaning or purpose in life. Because addictions will completely consume you physically and emotionally. And from that state, you are not going to achieve anything. So, if you are going to really bring a difference to the world, you all have to become connected people, which means your consciousness most awaken to peace. Your consciousness must awaken to love it, must awaken to a greater purpose in life. The reason it has to awaken to a greater purpose in life is because you are the future leader of the politics. You know, you are the purpose life because you are the future leader of this world. You are going to be the leaders in what I mentioned before, politics. You are going to be the leader in companies, business. You are going to be the leaders in spirituality, in social work. In every aspect of life, you are the next generation's leaders. In every aspect of life, you are the next generation leaders. And that is for sure. The peace, as you heard, how I share with you about yourself as a youth, boy or girl, young people, about yourself in peace. I mentioned I was going to tell you something about a story about one of the youth, the fella that was about 18 years old. And he was looking after his grandfather or a papa. So they all living together with his mom, dad, and a grandfather. So the parents they very busy of working. They have their little or small business where they occupy their time day and night all the time. And there's a grandfather that stay at home. And there himself, he goes to take his course and he comes home, look forward to say hello, hug, cuddle, do everything with his granddad. And plus the granddad helps him for his schooling, homework, I should say. But one day when the grandfather had a birthday and his parents went away for holiday or business or whatever they did. And this youth boy, on that birthday of the father, when the parents were away, he took this grandfather out to the restaurant to celebrate his birthday. So what happened? When he got there, he asked the worker, waitress, or whoever, the workers there, for a comfortable chair for his father to sit. So that was all happened. But what happened? There was so many people, they were watching this boy. And his granddad is quite old. And he ordered the food that he knows that his father would eat it. While they were sharing, they're having their dinner, people, they He's staring at him, how the way how he treated and cared for his dad in the restaurant. And the dad, he dropped when he eat. You know how people, older people, they hardly have strong hands to handle the fork or knife or whatever, the spoons. And this old man, he tried to himself to put food in his mouth. And even this boy, he feed the father. But the father tried to let himself to help himself to do it because he knows a restaurant. Must be, I don't know what he was thinking about it. Must be he loves his grandson, or you know how the older people they in their way they think it. So anyway, all this food that the father, the grandfather eat, they all keep on dropping and dropping and dropping and look it on the floor, all messy, even on his own clothes, all messy. But this young boy, the youth, he's still trying his best to do it. By the time when his father finished eating, he went and asked the boss, the manager, apologized the way how his father and the manager said, look, it's not the matter of dropping because we understand the old people. I have a father, this is how the manager was saying. He has a father which is much older than your father. So I understand very well about the situation. But what I really fancy and I enjoy it is the first time I have ever seen them young youth people. They brought in their grandparents, the father or grandmother, grandfather, and the way how you care about it. And now you're coming asking for apologies about regarding that. Don't worry about it. We all do that. But what is it? He asked the manager, please, I would like to do the damage of what my dad did. Even the manager tried to refuse what he wants. And then the manager called one of the cleaner, come and clean it up. But the boy, he just keep on doing it himself. By the time when the father was eating and dropping all this, you see how people in the restaurant, the way they look at it, they look not really happy. They turn their face away. They reckon he's a filthy old father, but it is not. But the main point of sharing with you with it is how the grandson, the youth, the way how he care and love for the grandfather. But when the time when they walked out at the door, one of the other VIP person, they were sitting there and watching him. He called out and he said, he congratulates to him. And he said, may God bless you. All the blessing will go to you because of what you have done to your father. You didn't even care what the public, the people, they think about it. That's something that giving the sample for all the young people. They were in the restaurant. How they had to care for the elders. And then he thanked you for it. And he walked out with his grandfather. Everybody were looking. A lot of young boys and girls, when they heard about that VIP man saying to this youth man, boy, everybody, they bend their head down. And hopefully they learn from it. There's so many places. You young youth people, you learn all the positive, all the good side of life. For example, like that youth who took the old man, his grandfather, in public, in restaurant, even though his father was old, he couldn't handle how to eat properly, but he never felt ashamed, the son. The grandson never ever felt ashamed. All he did, he wants his father to make sure he had food in his stomach. He doesn't care how his father reacted, the way how people they look at him and how they think about it. Some people they admire it, But some other people, they don't care. They don't love their grandparents. They don't love the elders. And the question is, why? Why all the young people, the youth, they don't care about the elders? This is something that our program is all about it. It's a learning in your heart, in your mind. If you are a person that you never have experience of how to care, how to love anybody else, especially the elders, you better start it now. Start it now. If you go out in public and you meet or you see anybody like the sample I gave it to you of that older man and the youth, how care he was so beautiful. It's a warm heart. It's a feeling, and it's so emotional for a lot of other people that they never ever done that before in their life in the public. Wherever in the public, at home, community, wherever, if you see any elders, older people, they need help, go, stand up, go and help. But don't criticizing people. Don't turn your back on them. Because one day, when you get older, you'll be like that. Because that's how life is going to be. We're all going to get old and we end up of low of energy in our body. But, and then you think back again of how youth, energy you had. So much power at that time. But you never use it. Some other people, they only learning this when it comes to their age, the old age. You see some people, they send their parents or their grandparents, great grandparents, where they send it to old people's home. Why? Because they can't handle to look after it. Why they can't handle? Because there's no love for them. But other people they can handle, but they put them in old people's home because they are very busy. They have no time to occupy themselves with their parents, grandparents, or any elders of the family because they love their grandparents. Why they put it there, but they always make time, either before they go to work or after work or any public holiday. They always go to visit in where the old people skipped, older people's home, units, you name it. And that is how beautiful feeling that you young people, you know, you young people could do it because we're going to be like them in the future. That is, we're lucky that God is still keeping us. God loves us. But if we have any problem, we are dissatisfied because of that unconscious, um, of disconnected with other people, you better think about it now. Because I know once when you started your life, especially the environment where you brought up in your life, good family, if you're a good person, youth, once when you become as an adult and have a family, have children, all that, but at least you already learn your life, how to start your life from young, youth. The youth time, this is the time you have so much energy and so much knowledge because I know you're very intelligent for doing any sorts of things in life. But make sure before you do anything, I was going to ask you what you should do, especially before you wake up in the morning. Make sure you say your thank you prayer because you sleep all night. You never know what's going to happen, but your Lord was protecting you, guiding you. And then next morning, the fresh mind that God give it to you, the fresh feelings, fresh air, everything, another new day to start. So you have to thank you as well. Day and night, every time. When you got any problems, any temptations that leading you to, or they try to relocate yourself to it, don't forget, God always love you. He'll help and He'll bless you. All right, my youth people, boys and girls, I think that's a program for us today. But make sure you live in life with a very good protection from God of whatever you're doing. Keep away from all the devil's way, temptation, and all that. And I remember now, this weekend, this Sunday, most of other community churches, they having special occasions, what they call White Sundays. Here in New Zealand, over in the island, Samoa, it's a very special occasion. It's called White Sunday. White Sundays, as everyone they understand all about it, it's a Sunday that belongs to the children. Children from babies, they baptized by the minister or reverend of each villages, wherever. Even here in New Zealand as well. I'm not sure about other countries whether they follow up that. But here in New Zealand, I see all parents, family, adults, they all preparing everything. The white clothes for the kids to wear on Sunday. The super milk, enormous food they prepare. And the Sunday will be the children's special service. And every adult, families, friends, whoever, they all go and participate with this service in the church. They listen to all the God's words that all these young people and adults, the youth, they're preaching the word of God to the adults, to the parents, all the adults, they're in the church. They bringing the message from God about life and how you have to live and how to do everything while we're still in this earth. It's a beautiful. So I have to look forward myself to accept the words of God is coming out from the children's. They're going to do a lot of speeches, memory verses, a lot of hymns, the songs, entertainment. It's a special days like mothers and fathers, but the children mainly once a year. This is very special in the life of young people. Once when you enter and occupy with this and combine together with other groups and you listen to all this beautiful word of God that comes out from the mouth of each children, young one, youth, outside of all, you feel so emotional, lovable, warmth. And you know that is how warmth and the love of God is with you as well. So you have to start be and join the all this like a Sunday school, all those activities about your life to be a good person, good boy and a girl. Sometimes you will do a lot of things, good things, and then you realize how comfortable and happiness you receive. And also the blessing from God for you. All right, this is the part of our today's program. But next program for us, I will prepare something good for you as well. Okay, so you have a very blessed weekend, and those are prepared for the White Sunday as well. May God bless you all. And I'm looking forward for everyone for our next program next week, next Friday. And may God bless you all and have a wonderful. I love you all. Anything you want to comment or prescribe or whatever you think about this program, please, I love to hear your thoughts. I love to hear and to read what you think about our youth program every Friday. Okay? So have a lovely day. I love you all and God bless. That's all for us today. Okay? Thank you and goodbye. So far, so far.
Pay close attention to this.
What is this one? What is that? Why you be back again? Okay. Two, nine, three, two, seven. Oh God, God. Yes. You. Hello. What for, darling? Ah, okay. mà phải mấy giờ phụ ít quá mà không. Oh, coi cái uma me manga yên phải bom.
Ai, ikaw nga may ulalaw.
Ah, well, that's what I said, Eugene. Listen. What was it?
Ay, mga kaifaw. Mea pero façamos. Fa fongol.
Oh, yeah.
Kaifaw.
That's all right.
What do you mean, so? Kaifaw le mo.
Listen.
Ufu.
That I have so many people. Hello? Hello? Bloody hell. I get it big guy. Hmm. Mele is Además, iya, amin. Como van a leer, voy a leer. I prescribe my còn không cái chị không biết có vui gì mà đi cùng cái quán gạo hả?
Atea, I don't have a fish.
Thì không gọi mình phát chuyển nó cứ cái đấy là đôi khi cô nó có câu hmm? No, I left.
I know. So my face, okay.
nó là giống mà quit. So you follow along for me.
cháu phải sợ bằng cả lắm thì khi nếu sau này nếu cả từ mà là
Come on, there was a live come out the mom.
và lên con cho số đi cho số vài cho số đi là đi ta quay ra qua lên qua xin đi ta phải thích thủ đô mà đi
Lại qua Fiki à?
ta quay ra cho số đi nào lúc lúc ấy ở bên vai phải
Bloody hell. Yeah, they add meat to it. Eat it true. Down milk I go draki sa. Koi kaya yet milk it bit. Yeah, yeah. Oi son. Like more got what's up for that too.